Hey, we're live already.
We are live. So we've got our new series.
Every Thursday. What the fuck?
What the fuck? So it's what the frequency.
Frequently.
Frequently.
You're on that frequency, mate.
So it's been one of those mornings. We've had sick children and whatnot. But,
Yeah.
all dealt with now. So what the fuck?
What the fuck? So our frequently asked questions, we get them all the time, okay? We've got a bunch of questions on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and we thought, do you know what?
Joey's on.
We are just going to start doing a weekly live feed every Thursday, and we're going to answer your frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
And some of them, literally, we're like, what the
What was it you said earlier about intelligent questions?
Yeah, so I'm a big believer that if you want an intelligent answer to any question, then make sure that your question is intelligent. So in order to do that, you really have to at least look into it slightly yourself first. So if I want to know about quantum physics, okay, you first look into the subject, you try and skirt around the edges, you delve into it, you see what you understand yourself, then you say, I don't quite get this bit of it, then you ask a question, and then the more you learn, the more you can then ask intelligent questions.
So leading back to the question of this video, which we get this a lot, and it's, I'm new to fitness.
Yep. Where do I start? Just start.
Just get it done.
Simple as, just start. Because once you've started, you are going to have a more intelligent question.
So there's lots of places you could start, okay? You could go to your local gym. You could walk in the door, you could sign your membership. When you do that, we'd always advise, especially if you're an absolute beginner, is make sure that you've gone to a gym that has someone that is qualified and who's willing to spend time with you. Signing you up and then just setting you off into the gym is not the best idea. So sometimes that might be getting taken around with a gym instructor and then given a program, or as studies have shown recently, I think Men's Health did a study on this a couple of years back, and they proved that you're much better getting yourself a trainer because you're going to get far better results and you're going to be held accountable right there and then.
Yeah. Even if it's just for some initial sessions, because you think about it, if I wanted to learn how to play the piano, then yeah, I could go and hire a piano or buy a piano, and I could start punching away at keys and trying to make some sort of tune. I could even get a music book and see if I can read some music. Or if I just got a handful of sessions with a really good piano instructor, I would be much quicker. It'd be a worthwhile investment. You get there a lot quicker. So speak to the professionals and get somebody to assess you, ask you what your specific goals are, and give you the way to achieve those goals in the quickest and safest manner.
When you embark on any fitness regime, we've got some very basic principles that you need to apply to no matter what your goal is. Consistency.
Monitor your progress.
And adapt, okay, because progression is the key. So when you embark on your fitness journey, whatever it is, wherever you start, or if you're super fit to start with or you're an absolute beginner, you've got to be consistent with your regime. So if you plan to go twice a week, you've got to be consistently there twice a week.
Yep. And then once you've got a routine, so basically what we're trying to do is you're trying to get your whole lifestyle in a box, okay? So that's your exercise, your nutrition, your sleep patterns, your stress levels. Just try and put your life in a box and be consistent with that. And then what you do is you then monitor your progress. You say, am I getting the results that I am looking for? If the answer is yes, then great. Keep doing whatever is in this box. If the answer is no, then you've got to adapt something. You've got to change up and constantly look for progress within your training.
So always consistency, monitor, adapt. So when you're starting out in fitness, or whether you've been in fitness for a while and you're coming back to it, you've got to follow those principles. You follow them, you're always going to get results.
And just a quick one, what I said right at the start, okay, the best place to start fitness is just to start. Just think, do you know what, I'm going to do 3 training sessions per week, okay? The details of that can change so much depending on you and your body and your background and your habits and your likes and your dislikes and everything else. It can all change. So just say, I'm going to do 3 training sessions, and it's only when you get started that you say, do you know what, okay, well, I've been walking 3 times per week. Everybody knows some form of exercise. You can just walk 3 times a week. Okay, what can I do to increase the intensity of my walking so that I can get more benefit from it? There's a slightly more intelligent question than where do I get started? Once you've then got the answer to that, then you can then just keep asking. We're more than happy to answer questions, but make them more specific and we can help you a hell of a lot more.
I've just noticed on the Facebook feed, the guys at school with Stuart Green. Stuart just said he's watching now. Stuart, I always tell this story about him. Stuart was an excellent boxer. I forget which, I don't know if he was lightweight or, he'll correct me if I'm wrong, I can't remember what he fought at, but we used to, I always tell
Greenie?
Greenie, yeah.
I don't know.
You fucker. But I always tell the story because whenever I'm doing beat tests with my clients, and I was like, I was with this fucker at school who was so fit, like he was just pacing along and I'm sweating and bursting a gut, and Greenie would take you as far as you could go and then eventually just gas out. And I was asthmatic, so I could get fairly far, and eventually I would gas. Greenie would do an extra 2 laps and he'd be like, yeah, job done, no sweat. And then every week you were always trying to push yourself further, and he'd always go 2 laps further, and you're like, I wonder if this guy's even human.
Yeah, just do what he wants.
So Greenie, I always tell the beat test story, I always talk about you, sir, all these years later.
So if you've got any questions, we're quite far away from the camera, so we're going to come a little bit closer. If you've got any questions that you want us to answer, then fire away and we'll do our best, because this, after all, is What the Fuck?
The fuck?
Who's on? Yeah, so Sarah's on at the moment. Sarah's one of our clan members and she's doing exceedingly well. She's doing awesome, and she's just saying, yeah, consistency is key.
Yep.
And never to give up. There's something tickling my leg.
It's not me.
Never to give up, even when you think it's getting difficult, when you're not making progress. That's just you being challenged, and you'll never get anywhere in life if you're not willing to challenge yourself. So yeah, just be conscious of your consistency and just keep going.
Now Michael Ritz is asking lower back arthritis and recommendations. Recommendations for someone who is 60 with lower back arthritis. A good stretching routine for starters.
Flexibility is going to be paramount, because a lot of the time we can cause lower back pain. Now it's not arthritis specifically, but what you want to be doing is easing the pressure off your lower back so there's not a shearing force going through your back all the time. And believe it or not, it's usually the muscles around your legs that will tighten up your back. So I would get a hamstring flexibility routine and a hip flexor flexibility routine, and it should ease off. But then really just strengthen up your core as well, just so the muscles will support the bones and the joints rather than leaving it to do themselves.
So yeah, there we are. Is it Michael Ritz was asked that one, I think? Yes. Just realised that we're in the corn again. Well, it's not quite corn, but oh, it's a dirty path. What was the video we did with the corn? Was that the how to lose weight in a week? Remember, we're eating the carbs and we're lying. That was corn at the time.
With the big bread.
Yeah.
So Matt Stewart is asking, how do you build up your endurance? Endurance comes in many shapes and sizes. You're looking at muscular endurance, or cardiovascular endurance, or sexual endurance.
Oof. He flicks his hair, he's like, yeah, what a guy.
Do more of the activity you want to do.
Yep.
I'll leave the sex one hanging over there. So ultimately, yeah, to build up your endurance, you just have to do more of the activity that you want endurance in. So for instance, I like to think I'm an okay runner when I do it, when I build up, because I've got a background from the forces and that. So when I start running again, I can build up my endurance very, very quickly and get very fit. However, as soon as I then apply that to, say, cycling or swimming, my endurance goes straight down. I think, oh, I'm a fit person, why am I struggling? Because it's not specific to that activity. So think about the activity you want to do and what you want the endurance on, or if it's just for health, then choose anything.
Well, one of my clients at the moment I'm working on, he was wanting to do more and more press ups, so it's always important to test what your upper limit is first. So he was actually better than he thought he was. He was managing 30 odd press ups in one go, and then he was working off about 80%, so he was doing, he was going for 30 in one go, his max effort, and then he was working down from that in sets, and then every so often he'd then go for his max effort again once or twice a week. Yep. And then when you go for your max effort, always just try and add at least one more in or two more in, and I think he could do about 50 or 60 in one go now. So for that was muscular endurance,
so yeah,
cardiovascular.
Specific to muscular endurance. But yeah, for any activity, really, and just vary up what you're doing. So for instance, if it was running, you get a lot of people who run and they think to build up your endurance you just have to run further. Now that will build up your endurance, of course, but you really want to be varying things up as well to say, well, I'm going to do some sprint training. Now you think, well, sprint training is not going to work on my endurance. It does. It's going to really increase your lung capacity, it's going to get your muscles more efficient, and it's going to actually raise your pain threshold, so to speak, for that particular activity. So, you know, mixing things around, doing some sprint training, doing some strength training, and then applying that to your activity that you want to build up endurance in will have a great effect.
Now, Dave Allender asked, best shoulder exercise for a damaged shoulder. Well, that all depends on
the injury. Yeah.
Most commonly, we come across rotator cuff. Now, there's some great movements you can do that, even if you didn't have it, or if it wasn't a damaged rotator cuff, using them freehand probably won't do you any damage. But this movement, I've done both rotator cuffs in over the years, and the movement, all these sort of movements, out and in, lateral movement as well. You can do them with bands, but initially I would do them with nothing. Just see what sort of range of movement you get.
Just getting that stretch on the go. But ultimately, because your shoulder goes through so many different movements, the injuries can be numerous. So I would say speak to a good physiotherapist and get some recommendations from them rather than listening to us when we know nothing about you.
Yeah. We did a video on shoulder health, didn't we?
I think we did.
Sure, we've got a video on shoulder health, because we did the flat Supermans as well.
No, Stephen Perry's on.
Hey,
I've seen him for ages.
Happy days.
Hi Stephen. What is your recommendations to get back at it when recovering from heart issues? Oh, it's Joe!
Joe!
Hey!
Joe, we've just given you a shout out on the beer tier, Joe. So.
Yeah, we've just recorded the beer tier, which will be posted
tonight if I get my finger out.
Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll give you a wee shout out. Smile. I put the post onto the clan. You were looking a bit down in the dumps, and I was like, man, it all starts in your mind. Everything. You just have to, do you know what, be thankful for what you've got. And I know, Joe, you've gone through a lot this year, not just with your own health, but other people's. So it starts with your own happiness, mate. No matter what life throws at you, just greet it with a smile on your face and just say, do you know what, everything's going to be cool. From there, you can then start to build up the physical aspect.
On Facebook, I don't know who it was, I'm going to put my big fat finger in the way. No, I'm not. Well, anyway, someone asked what's our favourite core exercises.
Ooh.
Can't remember who it was. Somebody say that again. Repeat it again if you want to get recognition for it. Favourite core exercises. I quite like my planks, but what I'm loving at the moment is bar rollouts.
Nice. Yeah, same as the wheel rollout type thing, but wider stance.
And I love dragonflies.
Nice.
I love dragonflies just because I didn't think I could do them, and they're fucking hard. And when if you don't know what a dragonfly is, if you've seen Rocky IV when he's in the barn and he's up on the back of his shoulders and his body's going down there like a hinge, it's just epic.
Cool. Yeah, really smart. My favourite core exercise is actually sort of plank variations. I actually love at the moment. We've got basically a cable machine. So you get a cable machine, or a band would probably do a similar idea, but you want it as heavy as you can. Now there's an exercise called a Russian twist, which is basically taking a cable and bringing it across your body, so you get this sort of core work coming through here. But actually what's really nice at the moment is working for me is actually just taking the cable, bend the leg slightly, and then just push straight out. So then this force is trying to pull your arms this way, but you've just got to maintain the position, and you can barely breathe, it's that intense. So if you're ever in a gym, they've got a cable machine, try that one.
There she is. Samantha Mesmer asked that exercise. So Samantha, we've just answered for
Samantha Mesmer? It's a mesmerising surname.
It's proper dad jokes.
That's proper dad jokes, isn't it?
It's easier to scroll down on the YouTube side of things. We've got two cameras set up.
Any inspiring quotes that you two would like to share?
Inspiring. There is no tomorrow. Did we release that? Yeah, we just released that on Monday. Monday, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great video.
So that's straight from Rocky 3 actually, right?
Man, I've got like, see when you put in the spot, I love like good quotes, but I actually can't think of any. Can't think of any at all.
Yeah, you've got me thinking now. It's like jokes, I can only ever really remember one.
Yeah. Got any carrots?
Mine's just why are pirates called pirates? Because they are. That's so shit, I know.
I thought it was because I had one leg.
That's even. Just leave it, mate.
That makes no sense.
Love your accents. Happy days.
Good. Overcome abundance denial. You are good enough.
Is that a question or?
I'm not too sure. That's Ron Grant.
Mr. G.
Love your accents. What exercise good for losing fat on the thighs? It has been a problem. That's from Chris Morales. Unfortunately, it's what's referred to as spot abduction, I think it's called.
Site specific.
Yes,
Both,
yeah. So basically, the fundamental principles are, I mean, if you get into the nitty gritty, you can talk about hormones, this, that and other, but the fundamental principle is you cannot control where your body burns fat from. Your body, your subconscious will take care of that for you. All we can focus on is building up muscle mass and burning fat in general. But even with that, like, I don't like the concept of let's burn more fat, because your muscles do that. So the more muscles you have, then the more fat you're going to burn. So I just say let's build muscle, let's tone our muscles, and let's get our muscles fired up. And the more you do that, then you'll burn more fat, and your body will decide where you burn it from.
And one of our go-tos when someone says, how do you burn more fat or whatever, we would normally say it's great to do good, heavy compound movements. Now luckily, one of your target areas is part of a compound movement, a squat.
Squats,
so,
deadlifts, lunges.
You know, if you're able to get some decent weight on the bar, get some heavy squatting, some heavy deadlifting, or heavy in relevance to yourself, and it'll take care of itself. It'll not only build muscle in the area, it'll also burn a lot more calories, and it'll tick all those boxes. So get training, get lifting.
Get training, yeah, get some, burning fat in general, you want to have you want intensity going through your body. Well, people do bicep curls and stomach crunches, and really it's, they're very ineffective.
Oh, got Holly on.
Paulina saying that was a very good video, no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. Oh, because I misread that. Somebody said, just back from holiday, I thought it said shaved your sight. And I was like, what?
What?
Shared your sight. It said tossing the cable. They must have been doing Highland Games and whatnot from
nice.
Scotland. So it said shared our sight. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Do some somersaults. Do you remember we did them on the ball? Christ.
Yeah, that was good.
That was bloody sore when you landed though, right? There's another girl who was at school with Heather. We used to call her Titch. She's watching.
Titch.
Well, she's Titch, but it's funny because she's so tiny.
Yeah. That's why everything small was called Titch. Right?
She could probably fit in my spawn actually. So Titch, I think you could fit in my spawn still.
I think we'll have to experiment with that one.
Just straight in.
That'll be on next week's live show.
She's like one of those cute wee teddy bears, the ones that just sit out. What are they? The wee koala bears, are they?
Maybe. These are like a wee Joey kangaroo, right?
That made me a real marsupial, right? Have you seen that picture I put up? I had my daughter, I was going walking in the woods,
right, yeah.
and I got one of those baby Bjorns, right? And I was like, I'm a marsupial. She was loving it because she could like see everything. She's a nosy wee bugger. 1 hour class
Who
live.
else is on?
Amanda Levine saying hi. So we're trying to keep distance so we're not too close.
Yeah,
we're
sorry
trying to
about
reach
this.
it at the same time.
Right. Stephen Perry. I find it too that the body burns fat from all over, and the larger stores of fat take longer. It annoys me to no end when my face slims down faster than my abs do. But I know it's all working itself out. Yeah, absolutely. Basically, just get started on burning as much fat as you can by building up the muscle mass underneath. Your body will, I mean, ultimately the face is usually the one place it will go from, because it's, I will say your face is often a reflection of your current lifestyle. So when you get stressed, or say for instance, instantly,
Jeez, I was like,
yeah, if you get embarrassed, right? I was one of those kids, when you got embarrassed at school, my face went bright red. It was like a proper beamer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a beamer! He's got a beamer!
Yeah.
And like your face goes bright red. If you've got a really bad diet, you'll get spots and acne. If you've been an alcoholic, sometimes you can get sort of blood vessels showing through on the face. I always say your face is a reflection on your current lifestyle and current state of health. And so when you're starting to lose weight, you'll get a little bit drawn in the face, like, he's starting to lose weight. And I just think your face should be it's like a mirror of the rest of your body. So yeah, normally that's the case. Not always, but normally that's the case. You've just got to accept these things. There are some things that you can control in life and other things you cannot. So worry about the things you've got control over and forget about the things you don't.
You can't fix your face, mate. Sorry.
It's a good job I don't have to.
See what I was thinking about the other day? It's totally random off topic, right? How you call it your car keys, but it's only really a car key. Why is it plural? It's like, I've lost my car keys. It's like, nah, it's a car key, like.
Some people might keep two on their keyring.
and you lose your spare and your mate
Yeah.
in the same go. That's the random shit I think about through the day. Right, we'll take one more question.
Yeah, one more question, then we're going to shoot.
Will yoga help me get more limber and get higher endurance to start working out more? I'm pretty sure any stretching routine will get you, if done properly.
And yoga focuses a lot on breathing as well, you know, getting deep into the lungs, getting the diaphragm working a little bit more, so yeah, I'd dare say it would.
Again, just it's the same principles: consistency, monitor, adapt. So
Yep.
your particular stretch routine or yoga routine, you know, if you're consistent with it, you monitor it, you keep improving, great. If you're not improving, you've got to adapt it or work, do some harder moves
and
or hold positions. And
what I would add to that is, and you'll remember as well, we both used to operate our businesses from a big commercial gym, and there was a lady who was obviously a previous dancer. She was pretty much overweight, but she's also had a dancing background. She was super flexible, and she would come to the gym and she would stretch. She'd do like a bit of a warm up, and then she would sit on the mat and she would stretch for an hour, and she's like bending down, and you know, her head is on her leg, and she's doing all these weird and wonderful stretches, and you want to just grab her and shake her, and you're like, you don't need to work on your flexibility, you need to work on burning more fat, and that's not going to help. So focus on your weakest link. It's maybe a negative way of looking at it, but it's like, I don't know, like you and I should work more on our flexibility. We do, but yeah, you need to really focus on what your weak points are. So we're saying, yeah, yoga would generally will help, but if you're already great at yoga, or you're super flexible and you've got really good lung capacity, then is it going to be effective? Probably not. I would get into the gym, start pumping some iron.
now, just before we go, we need to remind you that tomorrow we're drawing our competition names. So if you want to win a 12-week transformation coaching course with us, then you can put your name in the hat at thekiltedcoaches.com/join us live.
You will be featured on our channel every single week. It's going to be a live call to our 56,000 people audience. So if you don't want to be live on YouTube, do not enter the competition. We want people who are okay to
share their journey.
Share the journey, be coached live on air. You are going to lose a bunch of weight, you are going to feel awesome about yourself, but some people would not like that side of things.
Now, if you don't want it to be published, that's fine. You can still come along for the journey, because we offer the 12-week transformation as part of our clan membership. Okay, and you can sign up to the clan at any time, thekiltedcoaches.com/clan. When you sign up, we can then prime the 12-week transformation to come on at the same time. So while we're following these 6 people through, we'll be doing a live show every week. You can be getting the exact same lessons, the same nutrition, the same workouts, the same interaction with us through our community group. You just won't have your face on the TV, so to speak. So you can be a part of it too. So if that's something you're thinking about, head over to the website /clan. There's lots of information there. We think we're drawing the names out the hat on Friday, looking to start the end of the month.
Probably
is that right?
End of the month, yep. And you will not find the competition page on the website. You have to put on the specific URL. So you can find the clan on the website, that's no bother at all. If you want to join the competition, /join us live, and it'll take you straight to the page.
Awesome. Right, have a great day, folks.
We will love you and leave you.
Finish.
That one.